Hello folks, and welcome back to Tunic and the Sky Library, which is what we decided to call this place. Where we figured out, because we've learned a bunch of stuff about, we got several new pages now, indicating some new areas to go to, some new things to talk about. A place that shows us what a lot of the passives do, not all of them, but gives us names we can guess and explain some of them. So we actually finally know what, hang on. So that means the attack, so that means, hang on, is attack up, defense down. Fair enough, I'll take that, no problem with that. Also we discovered that basically, I've got a strong suspicion that the stuff inside these types is basically crushed slorm. They basically dismantled a bunch of stuff and replaced it over here. The green hexagon, hang on, where is it? The green hexagon that was meant to be hidden in the frog's domain has been stolen and sent up. Is it set up? He had said it at the very beginning of the thing. It said it. Is it? Yeah, stolen to the top of the sky, and that's where we are now. We're in the sky temple of some kind. There was a teleport in the middle there that took us up to this place. And we got some pages here. So we got a map of the quarry, an indication of the swamp, the cathedral, which is not where we are now. I thought it was, but we're not in the cathedral. The cathedral, I think, is the top of the mountain, and also the fast travel system, the door in the mountains, and also passive stuff. There's also something at the bottom there about passives when staying 60 seconds in water quietly. Shush. There's also a potential here, because this, if you go back to our map, we're here now. Look, because you can see us there. But at the very bottom one, which is where the game started, it does look like there's an arrow going left, like there. I don't know if that happens, that's here from the other side, but there's definitely an arrow going left to here. So we've activated 4 of them. Eastern Vault, Town Ruins, the Sky Chapel, the Sky Library, sorry, which is a candle. We're not sure what candles mean yet. I don't know. The Ruined Atoll, West Garden. West Garden is actually disabled, and there's an arrow at there's one at the back there. Do you know where that leads to? You should know where that leads to, right? Ah, hang on. Ooh, interesting. For a split second, I thought we'd randomly turn up on one of these. I guess not. Okay, fine. Some kind of tech building we don't quite follow yet. Okay, it's fine. I remember that now, yep. Up here leads to... Oh. Hello. We're trying to free you, and you see the red hexagon's gone already. We already found the red hexagon, so that's disappeared already. This is adding all the stuff that we've already given up and offered already here, the ghosts of them. This is clearly some kind of like realm where we can go do that stuff. But we're going to finish up there first of all in the Sky Library. Once we're finished up in the Sky Library, we gotta basically take our little magic orb that lets us grab onto hooks and basically go exploring with that now, because we have a new mode of transportation, a new mode of translocation of movement, a new movement mode we must examine. But first, we must check what's at the top of this place. Ah, because it's you. Librarian. Holy Cross something cathedral. No, that was unintentional. The Librarian. Oh heck. Ow. Rude.
Alright.
We're just learning right now, so it's okay. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, I'll be honest with you. Thank you. That's going to be 100, 156. And the green hexagon. Okay. Found the green key, apparently. Achievement unlocked. High above the clouds. That's 2. We basically used everything, all our magic, on the last sliver of health. How much money have you got left now? 746. We got a lot of money, to be fair. Okay, good, good, good. So, is that everything we've got to do here? I think so. We're gonna go this. I'm gonna go back to the town ruins, which is the middle right one. Ah, sorry, I was writing down the episode title. I was like, before I forget. The Librarian, probably. Right. There's a lot of stuff to be done. In fact, how much? We're at 775, which means we're not actually that far off from being able to just buy it, straight up buy the new a potion flask, because potion flask is 1,000, isn't it? Here, 1,000, so we're not actually that far from being able to buy that. 90, that's 990, we're about 225 away from being able to buy a potion flask. So, actually, hang on. 512? 512, yeah. Just buy the potion flask. We have over 1,000 money now. Give me that. Lovely, thank you. Bye. We don't know who you are, but you are selling me stuff, so I'm going to say that. I'm going to say thank you for that. Okay. So. Back over here. Quickly save. Now. Things I want to figure out real fast. If I go down here. Goodbye. That was not my intention at all. Sorry. Do apologize. What I wanted to do is, we know there's a page down here somewhere that is the only way I could think about getting it is possibly with grabbing it with the thing. So is that something that's feasible? Although those doors are still closed, interestingly enough. Aha. Yeah. Right. That one. No, it does not seem to be something I can grab with that. Damn. Oh, Vale. There's so much stuff I need to basically re-explore now. Because now that you have a hook. The people who are quite thankfully paying attention to this game, thank you very much for you, people who are paying attention to this game and telling me things I've been missing. And in a way that they're not telling me things that I have to do, just things I've just forgotten about or have clearly seen but not registered that I've seen. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Especially because, again, I have to play the game with like a couple of weeks of memory lapse between them, so it makes it sometimes get a little bit complicated. But if anyone wants to start like putting a list of like places that I could have possibly used a hook that I might have forgotten about, I appreciate that's going to be a very long and complicated list. But if that's something someone wants to go on ahead and do for me, I'd be very pleased. Go down here. Was there a hook down here? No, this is where we started. We basically started down there and made our way up again. Right. Anyways, let's go. If we go here, there's the potentialness of here that there was over here. There's a way to go to the right. Right? This is not here then. Where is that direction going? It's not this. Well, we know roughly where we're supposed to be going next. In the grand scheme of things, it's probably towards the quarry. But there's a bunch of stuff that's related to... This door stuff is interesting to me. Like that... Can I get there somehow? Like there definitely seems to be some kind of like... ability to fly or do long jumps that we haven't cottoned on to yet. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. Where am I? Atoll? No, I'm not in the atoll. Where am I? I don't know where I am right now. Oh god, it's this place. This zone is extremely dangerous and best left alone, even if you are feeling brave. Only ghosts are permitted in the grounds. Oh heavens. Okay. There's something about friends, flemurs, and lost echoes of self. Okay, well, let's find out then. This seems like it might be linked to those doors then. Because if you follow the path, something coming from over there... You know, that's the wrong way around, isn't it? See, up there, There has to be something that lets you jump a gap or something. There has to be things that let you jump a gap, because you'll be able to jump from the bottom left across to where that page is, jump to where that thing is, pray to that, because that would activate this, because that's actually active, isn't it? That's glowing, which if it's glowing means it's active. So you jump from there to there to there. So there's something that you can do that's going to give you the ability to jump in a certain level. I'm going to have a look around here anyway, because this is not where I was supposed to be going. This feels like later on, in fact. But we shall have an examination nonetheless. At least to get up there. But turning this on as well, comes over here. That would send power. Yeah, so it might be that we can't go this way because there's no power sent this way yet. And you need a certain amount of power before you can do anything here, because... Ooh, hello, this is a building we can have a gander at, possibly, question mark? Is this the cathedral? Is that the cathedral? Hang on. Yeah, that feels like, see, look, to the top there, that looks like the cathedral. There's also a... That's what the candles are. The candles are where there are graves. There's a grave. There's a hero's grave. Hang on, let me write this down. Hero's grave in the West Garden. Because if you go scroll. Yeah, so that candle there is a hero's grave. That candle over the right is a hero's grave. There's a candle over there, so it's going to be the swamp, I guess. And over there, on the third on the right, there's a candle, because there's a grave up in the Sky Library. Okay. So this leads to the cathedral, which I think is later on in the game, because clearly I think it needs some level of jumpiness, because much like the quarry was unavailable because a lot of the part was powered off, I think the same will be true here. See, that's not turned on right now because we need to be able to back here against the corner. Right, okay. Go back to our map of the swamp. Potential shop up here? Potential shop up there, but it's currently sealed off. We don't know how to unseal it. Just silly, because it's got... Can I blow it up like with bombs? Because it's just wooden board, surely. There shouldn't be a bomb that can do it. This. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't think so. I wasn't expecting it to, but those are the free bombs I could just use. 6. Is it 6 we need more? We've currently put in 6. 4 and then 5, because there's at least 9 more coins in the game, I suspect. Chest. Oh, magic dagger. Oh, was it? This is the. No, this is the scroll. Dagger strap. Let's replace that with the dagger strap. Oh! Okay. I can tell what that is. Like, immediately. I remove that. Or that one. That makes the magic dagger way faster. Ah! Here it is. See, like... more proof of my more theories of, because that looks like a jumpable thing. Yeah, so I need something that lets us jump. Jumping is definitely going to be a thing in this game, and that's going to let us get a lot of those pages we couldn't see before. Is going to be with jumping, because you jump from there to here to here to up there, and further down here, and you can go up there on that side. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do with jumping here. A lot of stuff you could do with jumping here. So there's definitely an item that's going to let you jump. And it's required for this place. Okay, which is fine. I've got no issues with that. It's also going to be how possibly you get to some of these places that were hidden behind the water. Especially in the West Garden, because possibly jumping helps get some of those. Someone did suggest if you could use the magic dagger to freeze water. It turns out you can't. I tried like a couple of episodes ago. But it was a good idea, and definitely like on the same sort of interesting level of things that the game might have allowed. Although I would have been surprised if I'd missed it up until this point. But we've discovered the location of this place. We just can't really do anything with it right now. Which is fair enough. This has been here the entire time. The entire time this has been here. But yeah, it's way more indication that there will be something that lets you jump. And as I mentioned when it first came up, there's definitely, that is something that would be a paradigm shift in the game. The ability to jump some gaps would definitely be a huge shift in the game. Considering how much the game uses gaps and low walls as barriers, the ability to get up and over them would be huge. Alright, let's go save, just to get the magic back if nothing else. I think right now, silly Nemo. Let me get my MP back. But right now, I think what I'm going to do is probably have an explore with the magic orb and see if we can what that gets us. It gets us this. Ooh, another fragment of a pot, of a health pot. Ow, pain. We haven't figured out what this one does, have we? I kind of want to die just to find out what that does. I want to die somewhere that's fairly easily accessible. That was the first boss. We can just 3-hit it now. Yeah, so this is where we got the fire rod. Can I pray in front of this for any reason? I can, but it doesn't do anything. Aha! Hang on. Okay, so this is the way to get to the quarry, I think. No, it's not. It would be if that door was open. It's not. Getting that door open is kind of important to the story, I think. Oh, not the story. It's important to get to where we need to go next. And to be fair, we can just do this. Yeah, we can just do that. And does this work? Yeah, it that we can just do that with it. Boom. Thank you. Right. Right, and I just wonder if there's a way to open that up. I can get back up using that one, but is there a way to open up this gate? It feels like there should be. Although now we don't need to, really. Because now that we've got access to the magic orb from down here, we can just bypass that gate entirely. Which is an interesting way of doing it, I suppose. Instead of having to open the gate, you can just unlock a way to bypass it entirely. Right. Yeah, see, you can definitely jump to get that page. Alright, okay. Look over here. This leads to where we found the shield was back here, was it not? Yeah, the shield was over here. There's this room which we haven't quite figured out yet. We have no idea what this room does at all. Not a clue. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 things. I don't know. Yeah, the old house is how you get the shield. What I might do, actually. What I might do. After we save. Is head to the West Garden, because we know there's a fast travel point in the West Garden that isn't active. It isn't active because we just haven't had a... we didn't know what it... Well, I guessed, but we didn't know for sure what it was. So... And we didn't know we could pray at those pillars. So now that we know this... Very tempted to go back and redo a lot... See what, if we go into the West Garden, what we can find now that we have the hook. We know we can pray at the pillars... Scroll back to... We're still missing page 2223. Which is... We don't know. Rude. Right. Okay, so that's active. The treasure chest over there. Part of me was also doing this in a sort of like, for example, is that jumpable? Like, from down there to over that pillar, is that one of the jumpable areas? You coming, Broseph? There you go. There we go. Okay, right. There's an arrow to the west. Ah. Rushing past that and just dropping some bombs along the way. If you look on the map over there, there's an arrow to the left. Some of them reflect and some of them don't. So, yeah. Is this jumpable, for example? Can you jump that way? The chest over there as well. But that chest over there seems to come... There's a path that comes from off screen. We're getting in the jumpability here. There's definitely a future item that involves jumping. Definitely. Okay. It's over here. Is this jumpable? From there to there. It feels like it could be, easily. We've seen several jumps that seem to be bigger than that, that seem to be, the game seems to imply are doable at some point. Nothing in here. Or is it, can we jump this gap? Is this gap jumpable eventually? I don't think it is, only because water seems to apply a sort of penalty to movement. That seems to negate the idea. Are there two different sizes of these guys? I mean, there may well be, but sometimes I can... Like, that's jumpable. That has to be jumpable. That's jumpable over. That's jumpable over there as well. There's definitely a jumpability that has not yet been factored into calculations. Well, there's the save point, at least. I don't think we got anything out of this, but not entirely true. We know that there's jumpable things still in the West Garden to be done. And these doors are still a thing that we don't know much about. Then up here we know that this is where the... We're at 4 defense. Does this make a difference here? Yeah, here lies the hero. I get that. But we don't know what that does for us. The West Garden hero's grave is linked to the defense stat in some way or another. We just don't know how. This doesn't look like a fast travel point, although if you find a way to move between paths, it could quite easily be a fast travel point. There's broken golden doors are in a lot of places as well. Like this way, and then that gets us back into the... here. I wonder if the electro place we saw before, like if you go to via the fast travel system, is that factory place? Is that the factory where they're crushing the slorms? I'm in the dark tomb right now, which is inconvenient, I'll be honest with you. I think we can see quite well, because... Hey, is it these guys? Oh, bless. Thank you for making it very clear for us what happens. Let me reassign ourselves the correct place. We're in the dark tomb, right? Yes, we are. There's something back here we seem to recall. Well, it was. Probably was a treasure chest. Fine. These feel like portal turrets. Are these the, who calls it? Fleamers. Fleamers aren't dangerous. Like in the grand scheme of things, fleamers aren't that dangerous. I was expecting to find more stuff requiring the hook than I have found. Yeah, I was definitely expecting to find more hook stuff than I have found so far. Close domain. I'll head back to the... save point, we'll call it there. Not a lot of progress today, but ideas were had. And ideas are important things to have. Right. I'll catch you all next time, folks. Again, if you can think of a place where I've been in the past, not necessarily going, because the next idea for me to go, the next progression point I can think of is heading up by the Forbidden Pass, up the top left to go to the quarry. Via there, or up the mountain door, up to the top of the mountain again. We definitely need to go up there to drop the you know, that's one thing we'll do. Before the end of the episode, I know we're a bit fat a lot already, but we've got the green key. Might as well drop it off. I have no idea if that does anything, but we'll figure it out. I can't remember if putting the red key destroys that, sure, but I don't seem to recall it actually doing anything for the world. I'm not entirely confident that this is not a bad idea. Alright, only one left now. Because we did like Under the Well, Beneath the Earth, Fortress of the Eastern Vault. That gave us the first one. Then the Ruin Atoll. This gives us the second one, which means the third one is part of this place. And we know it is because if you go back to the beginning of the game, beginning of the book, it says that the third one is sealed at the root of the world. Which to me sounds like the quarry. Going down where they're mining. Anyway, let's go find... Let's go save. And we'll call it there. Alright folks, I'll catch you all next time. And I will see you then. Bye-bye.